Moving on, Scotland's Sphinx is an ancient and persistent snow patch in the UK's region, third highest mountain. It is renowned for never melting apart from their rare occasions in the 20th century, but this year it is about to do just that for the fourth consecutive year. Listen in.
This patch of snow only melted 3 times in the 20th century, remarkably. But what we're going to see this year, 2024, is going to melt for the 4th consecutive year. And that, for me, is a real indicator of what the wider climate is doing. Things are changing.
Standing by the small patch of ice in the heart of the national park in Scotland, expert Cameron said this was the closest thing the UK has to a glacier. So
it's really suffering, and I don't think it's got much more than 2-3 weeks left in it. If it stays cold, then it might last to the end of the month, but realistically it's going to melt, and it will melt for the 4th consecutive year, which in the historical record is absolutely unprecedented. We now could be in a situation where the survival of the Sphinx snow patch is the exception, and it used to be the other way around.
The Sphinx is a remnant of the last ice age and has been closely monitored since the 1800s. Once considered an unyielding staple of the landscape, its current predicament signals a dramatic shift in the climate.
So really it's a vestige of the Ice Age, and it's something that's been monitored closely for the last few hundred years. When it melted first of all in 1933, the Scottish Mountaineering Club wrote to the Times because it was such an unusual event, and they didn't ever expect to see it melt again. It did melt again in 1959, and then again in 96, 2003, 2006, 2017, 18, etc, etc. So from something that was deemed permanent, it's now going to be the exception that it survives, and that's an incredible turn of events.